Excuse me. I believe you have my stapler.
Fight.
Staple versus. All right. Speaking of ramp cards, well, we'll get into that in a second. Let's go over.
You don't have a ramp card.
Yeah. Yes, I do. I think
You
it
have
is a ramp card.
a selection card.
It is a very nice ramp card that will get you ahead after one turn. Anyways, okay. It will.
You ahead
Don't worry,
anywhere.
baby. Don't worry. Okay, let's talk about last week's.
All right.
Last week's debacle.
All right.
Okay, so what did we have
Debacle?
last?
It
What did
should
we,
be close.
what do we have for last week's?
It was you had this card that I can't even currently remember.
Your favorite new card, Shadowsphere?
Yeah, that one. I like that one.
Yeah.
And then I had Basilisk Collar.
Your old
my
biddy.
old bay.
Your old crush.
My
Yeah.
old bay.
Your old bay. There you go.
And I almost said the same thing. Like, I can't remember the name of that one.
Shadowsphere. All right. So the
How'd that go?
voting. The voting. How do you think it went?
Oh, not good for me.
Where do you get your statistics? Just what the cards are? or
Okay,
just
let's.
pulling
I'm
from
going to
the
say
air?
it's around 60-40, plus or minus 5.
60-40. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's go with Twitter.
Mhm.
Voted 72% with Shadowsphere.
Shit.
YouTube.
Mhm.
84% with Shadowsphere.
Oh, shit.
And fucking Twitter. 55%
You mean
Shadowsphere.
Discord?
No, it's Shadowsphere on that. Because I think Gwen was the last one to vote and made the swing over. Otherwise, it would have been 50-50.
Discord's the best.
Yeah, Discord. Fucking
They are the smartest,
yeah.
most intelligent,
Uh.
and nicest group that we interact with.
They're the only one. Well, there are some on YouTube.
I get the Exile Discord over there, and then there's Facebook that probably doesn't do anything.
Yeah, I actually, so the funny thing about that, I jumped on Exiled today just because I was like, I get the notifications on the side with the Discord stuff, and it's like, oh, one notification, whatever, and most of it's like, hey, everyone looking for games or whatever. So I jumped over there because there was like 4 or 5, and I'm like, oh, I think that's our whatever. Every fucking staple verses, they're all like, Lowery got your back, Lowery got your back, Lowery got your back. And I'm like, you fuckers, like every single one of you fuckers. Just because Lowery's over there talking to you guys.
No. They are very intelligent Magic players, okay? They are some of the nicest
They're a
people
bunch of
ever
sons
as
of
well.
bitches is what those
no,
fuckers are.
you be nice. How dare you?
I see why when I said,
How
hey,
dare
should I jump on Exiled and start chatting there? You're like, no. You're good. You just
You're good.
stay.
You don't need
you just stay where you are. You're good. I'm like, okay, Larry, I'm good.
No, that's not the only. I said you need to branch out in other directions. I got the Exiled, my crew. They're good people. You go find your
own
Satanists or whatever they are that would agree with you.
Why did you go Satanist? Why did
Just because they're against me, they're bad guys because they would like you more. That was
yeah, it was pretty.
It's
funny.
not because you no.
Don't believe in it. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
gotcha.
You're not Satanist because you don't.
Because I wouldn't
You
believe
just-
in the Satanist part of it either. So it's
No,
like,
you wouldn't.
Yeah. Anyway,
I
okay.
don't
So
know, because they,
what do we got this week with you got your freaking Exile Discord on your back. They're going to choose whatever you choose here. You got the Discord on your side. Like if we had a voting, too bad we don't count Exile Discord voting.
I think they shoot over. I send them
They can't shoot over and they have to go over
to
YouTube.
Twitter. It's either Twitter or YouTube. So
Well,
I'm getting
the
crushed
numbers
there.
aren't showing it.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Now it will. All right. Do you need a reminder of what we're looking at? Because you went and grabbed your phone. Did you grab your phone? Is it what
Doesn't
you spilled
matter.
on?
Doesn't matter.
Oh, sorry. Hang on. The crown has to go on because I am the champion.
Yeah. I can't. I would have to leave my hat on and this because my head isn't as big as yours, and so
It's just so much brains up there.
That's not. I was not implying the physicality of your
The
head,
brains
just
are
like
huge. I know
how
I have
big
a
your
5
head
head.
gets
I
from
have
winning week in and week out at a 95% clip. And
You
that's
let me
okay.
pick. That's what happens.
Well, it's my fault for. Yeah, it is. Maybe I should just pick propaganda versus ghostly prison. That's what I should be doing, huh? That's
Well, then
not intriguing.
I would pick the blue one because then I'd get all the blue players.
Too many of them. All right.
Hey, number
So
2.
it's Archaeomancer's map
You
versus
can't
land
even
tax.
say it. You've been drinking too much. You can't even say your card. I mean, which one's your card?
Maybe.
All right. What does Archaeomancer's map do? What does that card do?
What did I say? That's what I said. Why
I
did
know.
I not be able to say it?
Because you're
All right.
going to spill a drink
2.
on your computer.
You're right. 2 and a white
2?
artifact. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for up to 2 basic plains cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, then shuffle.
Interesting.
When a land... What?
It's interesting.
It's not interesting.
It's
It's
very interesting.
better than what land tax does. All right. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, if that player controls more lands than you, you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield.
Okay. So
Yeah.
3 turns in, right?
What do you
All
mean?
right. So
What do you mean? What do you
land
mean?
land tax, turn 1. You go, all right, I'm starting my first turn. Plains land tax.
Yes.
Boom.
And more than likely, you're going first as well. So fuck off.
Why are you going first? Why? Are you
Because
going
that's what happens.
Well,
you
okay,
think,
so
you think
in-
you're lucky having a land
whoa,
tax
wait,
in
wait,
hand
wait,
turn
wait.
1,
So-
but you're going first, so you'll never be behind.
So then put the same situation in Archaeomancer's map. So
Yeah.
you're never behind there either.
That's
If you
great.
go
I get
first-
2 land into my hand.
Oh, so we're playing. Okay. I got what you're saying there. The situation of if
oh.
you're first.
It's just better.
It's
Okay.
It's not okay. So here's the big
Uh-huh.
difference.
Uh-huh.
You play it on turn 1, right?
Yes.
Not only that,
Uh-huh.
I don't need to look for just a basic plains. Yes,
Just basic.
According to this, they are both white cards, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But with land tax, I can play multiple colors because I can go get basic lands of any type. I don't need just plains. I can get freaking islands. I can get forests. I can get mountains. I can get swamps.
For basics? Basics, it doesn't matter. You just want to get...
You know, it
can you
doesn't
hit my
matter.
button? Can you hit my button? Just build a better deck. You're
I'm
going to
on
be
the- I'm
fine.
not
You
even
don't
on the
have to
right
worry
page.
about...
I'm not on the right page
Oh,
anymore, so I can't.
Okay. Okay. Look.
You are just focused on white. You are all about white.
No,
Why-
I could play multiple colors and just still go get basic
Go get
planes,
two
and it's
basic
going to be
planes.
fine.
Wah wah. At least I'm playing multiple colors with this, and it's a turn
I
1
could
fucking
play
thing to
multiple
happen.
colors with this. You should just have a basic ability to have different colors in your deck.
Yours is depending so much on, and it's a
Like
turn
that
3
part.
thing.
That part is like.
Remember
okay,
we were just
okay,
talking about
it's
playing
fine.
cards about
It's
ramp.
you have a good
about
point
playing-
about like it's only planes, but like it hardly matters. It hardly matters. It's like if we're having a discussion of like 100%, that's like 1% that matters.
You know what's funny is
Right.
we're into this because we took a little drink break. We never like explained how this works.
You're
So
true.
if anybody
You're
is listening is like, what are they even arguing about? There's only one spot left. You get to pick one of these cards, and that's all that's left in the scenario is just that there's whatever, and this is the last spot.
Yeah.
There's no really big scenario with this.
And so the basic bitch part of this deck making is this is a mono white deck.
no, it's not.
So what
It's-
part of
it's at
land tax
least-
and being able to pick and choose whatever basics? It's just going to be 3 planes in a mono white deck. That's all you're doing.
Sure, and
That's
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 I have
probably a
multiple choices.
majority of the
I
cards
can go into
that it's
I
going
can go
in.
into multiple colors. I can go into
What do you
so
mean?
many. What do you mean?
You
What do you mean?
could, but like, is it good in a green deck? No.
Fuck yeah, it is.
No, it's
I'll go
not.
I'll go get 3 forests.
It's
Hell
not
yeah.
go.
We
it's
just
not
talked
good.
about that.
It's
Yes,
not
it's
good.
amazing.
It's not
amazing.
good there because it's
goes
not
in there.
ramp.
It is ramp.
Archaeomancer's map
Oh, then
is ramp.
Then it just fits into as a good card. It doesn't need to be the ramp
What the
part because
fuck
you got
does
that
that
covered
mean?
with your green. You already got
What
your covered
fuck
with the
does that
green.
mean?
It's just a good card.
It's just a good card.
Land tax.
Land tax is not a good card. Oh, that hurt to say. All right.
Get it? It's probably the worst card out there. It's just,
Look, okay. Burgeoning is a really good card in green.
what was that?
Burgeoning. Burgeoning. There we go.
Can you get the button for me? Because I don't have that one.
Ah.
Can't even read.
Who plays with burgeoning? No one plays with
What do you mean?
burgeoning.
Everybody plays. Burgeoning's almost better than
get-
Exploration. Exploration is a fantastic card.
It gets
What do you mean if nobody
so
plays
much.
with Burgeoning?
We had that discussion. I think we had a staple versus, and it got its ass kicked.
No, we might not have.
I think we totally did. I think it was totally in there. Like that. No. I'm doubting myself. I don't know if we actually did. I think we might have. This was probably
Look.
on my list. Yes,
Judge,
it totally was.
I would
remember
like
that.
to get rid of what
Shit,
he
where's
just
my-
said because it does
where's
not
my-
pertain to the discussion currently. Because whatever my internal monologue is, you cannot just put it out there for people to listen. It doesn't matter what I'm thinking.
Can I ask you one question?
No.
It'll be
but-
a couple questions here.
Okay.
What is the number one thing that gets like removal, like for spot removal? What gets
Creatures.
removed? Okay, what's number two?
Enchantments.
You're a son of a bitch. No, it is not. You're a bastard. Damn it! You knew where I was going with that. Artifacts. Artifacts are the second.
Or
most
I plead the fifth. Whatever. Am I on stand right
Yours
now?
is a- yours
Or
is a-
am I?
Yours is an
I'm
artifact.
pleading the case. All right. Yes, it is. I am an artifact.
Mhm.
Thank you for bringing up the better card type. Because
the one that
artifact
gets removed
has
the most. Or
What do you
second
mean?
most,
But it has so
second most.
much more like synergies within it. Like with Oscar, I'm able to bring in 2 Archaeomancers maps and put in 4 lands into my hand.
So I can
That's
also
good.
use land tax so I can go get mountains if I need it, right? Because we're playing 2 colors now, right?
What do you mean?
I thought
If you're playing 2 colors, you should just be able to have should be able to conjure up a mountain. All you need is 1 or 2. You're gonna be fine.
you're gonna conjure it up. I mean,
Yeah.
just because we play Magic doesn't mean you can conjure up things just because you're playing.
It absolutely does. We just talked about using enough fetches to be able to get what you need. That's fine. You're fine. It's you're not
So-
worried in 2 colors. You're not worried about being color screwed.
Land tax
You
goes
shouldn't
in
be.
1 color decks, goes in 2 color decks, goes in 3 color decks, goes in 4 color decks, goes in 5 color decks.
No,
Archaeomancers goes in
disagree.
white.
And 2
Oscar.
color decks and 3
Oscar.
color decks.
No, it does not. You're a
And
son of a
I wouldn't do 4 or 5. I agree. I wouldn't do 4 or 5, but I wouldn't put land tax beyond 2.
Are you kidding? You're
No,
ridiculous.
I am not kidding.
Stop
I
it.
am
Stop
cereal
it.
right now.
You are not cereal.
Yeah. Land tax is in like one of my decks.
Is it?
Land tax is heavily
Shit,
overplayed.
shit. Get back.
It's
I would just
do
say
not hit a
build better
button.
deck.
That's my button. You can't use it against me.
I would just say build a better deck.
fucking hate this. All right. Look, land tax is heavily overplayed.
Oh, it doesn't mean that it's not good.
I didn't say it wasn't good.
And speaking
map
of-
is highly underplayed
Speaking of
because it's
highly overplayed,
better.
How many decks do you
Better.
think each are in?
What? Probably pretty close.
Or maybe just half. Land tax is in 40,000 EDH rec decks.
Yeah, it's been out for 25 years.
Archaeomancer's map is in 26,000.
It's been in 1 year. 1 year at 26,000.
That's pretty good. No, I'll admit.
At
that's-
28,000, that's pretty good.
Why did you
At
add
32,000, that's really good.
It's more than land tax is at 67,000. That's
67,000 is not that much for something that's been out for 25,000 years. That's fine. Look,
That was pretty
50,000 decks is
You
not
got me on
impressive.
that one.
It's not impressive.
It got me on that. Just because I've been drinking doesn't mean I don't hear numbers. I will give you that yours has the ETB effect. It is 3 turns though. You're 3 turns
what
into
do you mean
it.
3 turns? 3
Why
turns?
is
What do
your
you mean
voice
3
getting so
turns?
high? Bring it down.
Because you're saying ridiculous shit. What do you mean 3 turns? You mean like on turn 3 I get 2 lands into my hand?
Yeah.
Something that like compare it to
on-
like Cultivate or Kodama's
on turn-
Reach?
You just don't land tax. You just don't need to be the first person. You're playing a 4-person game. There's a 75% chance that you're not the first person, right? You're calculating numbers. No, there's 4 of us, so you take 1 away. It's 25%.
I think there's some skill in rolling dice, so I don't know. That kind of throws
turn 1
off.
You play it turn 1 by your turn 2. There's a 75% chance.
But
you're
there's
getting 3 cards.
way less of a percentage that you're going to have. It's not a fucking soul ring. You're not going to have it in the beginning of your hand. Like,
why not?
It's a terrible mid to late game play. It's a really good early game. I agree with you. Early game is awesome.
What was the segment before when we were talking about like thinning out and getting rid of lands?
Yeah. Yep.
So you have a 75% chance if you get this on turn 1, turn 2, turn 3 of.
Why'd you just like
I'm just
stutter
saying,
off?
Because it could be
because it doesn't matter beyond turn 3.
No,
that's why.
It totally does.
It doesn't.
You're thinning out your deck, and you're getting 3.
But that's if you're behind, and if you're behind, you should hit my button.
If you hit this in the turn 1, holy shit, you're gonna have like 12 land in your hand.
You're gonna have to discard cards.
Oh my god, no! Please no.
It's not good when they're in the graveyard.
When they're land. When you already have your thinning out your deck, you already have a mitt full of land. You're playing cards. You know, Lowery.
I would just say build a better deck.
Exactly. I asked for that like a minute ago.
If
maybe a minute and a half ago.
If you're a new player, you care about discarding cards. But discarding lands because you're filtering out, you're getting your mono out, you're able to play more stuff.
It's just you're just going with basic. Like playing lands on your turn, you're just being consistent, which is great. That's so good. I'm glad for you if you played your land tax super early, but you're not getting ahead. Do you know what happens when you're able to get 3 land into your hand? Do you know what? Guaranteed. It's a 95% chance that if you go and get 3 lands into your hand from your upkeep, guaranteed 95% chance you will also draw a land. That is what's going to happen.
That sounds like a Trump statistic right there.
Look, that's what happens to me. All right.
I'm not saying you're wrong, but I'm saying you're wrong with 95%. Like there's it's the hugest and the worst. Sorry, I'm just trying to do it. Oh, god damn it. I hate this segment, but I love it so much. It makes my face hurt.
Look. Map is able to come down, get 2 land into your hand, no matter what the situation.
2 planes.
No, 2 planes.
Planes. Be specific. Basic planes.
Wow. That's
land
fine.
tax,
That's okay.
It goes in multiple decks. Okay. All right.
And land tax,
let's go get the crappiest color.
Land tax might not do anything.
It's gonna.
This might not
75% chance
if
you get this on turn 1, turn 2, turn 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, that you're doing your thing.
You need to stop at like 3 or 4.
No.
I'll give you 4.
Well,
around where map is good as well. Turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's when it's like a real number. You're doing
are
like
you kidding?
Not real.
No, because after that, you're playing when other opponents play lands.
If you're playing land tax in the late game, like turn 8 or 9, and you're like, I'm going to get lands. Like, you're just bad. Play a better
deck.
I don't have the buttons, but I'd be pushing
Archaeomancers, here's what happens with that card, right?
Okay.
It's why you lost in Burgeoning and Exploration. You play it, you get your 2 lands, and then maybe you might get to play an extra land on somebody's turn, and then it's pretty much done, right? I mean, it's cool. That's good.
What do you mean? It's ramp. It's actual ramp. Because white is going to be behind. You're going to be behind. So that's why land tax becomes okay.
Because you're going to be behind, and you're going to always hit your 3 lands.
Absolutely.
3 land, 3 land, 3 land.
Absolutely. Yep.
Especially when
And
you're
then-
in those beginning turns, because the beginning turns everybody's playing land,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
So you're gonna hit 3, 6, probably 9 land to get in your hand. Anyways, that's not.
But
But that's not the point. Archaeomancer's
exactly.
map doesn't do anything after that.
it gets you your lands.
Wait, no, it
And
gets
then there's so many more. You can copy it. There are different. How many enchantment cards are you going to copy with? There are tons of synergies that allow you to do
land
that.
tax is gonna filter my deck out just fine. I just need land tax. I don't need to copy it because it does its thing by itself. Why would I go and get? I don't need to rely on other cards to make this card good. Like, this is just a good card. Archaeomancers, you're counting on. Oh, I can make another copy. Well, if I make another copy, then I get 2 more. I get
Because
2 more
because
lands.
you can.
Land
I'm just
tax
saying you
keeps
can
working.
do that if you need it, and if you
land
don't,
tax
you don't.
keeps working and working, and especially
No, it
when
doesn't.
when you get I've done this before, and
Because
know you've done
white
this
doesn't
before.
ramp. Is that the
When
problem?
you get to
So
mid
like
to
land
late
tax
game-
is really good if you're not playing Archaeos. If you're not playing map.
You can't even
If you're
say the
playing
name
map,
anymore.
then it just becomes way too
I'm the
good.
map. I'm the map. I'm the map.
It's too long of a word. I don't want to say it right now.
A map. If you can't play a map, you've done this before.
Huh.
This is my last little point is land tax. You've held lands in your hand just so you can go filter out and get 3 lands. Remember we were just talking in the last segment
Yeah.
about getting your lands filtered out so you're not drawing more lands?
Yeah.
3 is big. When you're doing it every turn, it's 3, 6, 9, 12. Now all you're doing is drawing cards. Where Archaeomancer's map is 2. All right. Now I need to somehow flicker this, or I need to copy it, or I need to do something because
I
now
need
it's
to do
not
something
doing
that's
anything else.
synergistic within
it's
my
not-
deck.
Now it's not doing
And
anything
land
else.
tax is just
Mm.
like generic if I'm behind not building
It's
a
just
good deck. Fully agree.
Amazeballs.
That's
You
what
will-
it is.
You will hold lands from a drop just so you can filter out your deck and get
Me?
more land.
From a drop? Like late game, yes. Yes, I
Oh.
would late game.
Oh,
And I would
So it
do that
helps
same
filter
thing
out late
with
game.
map.
So it's
I would do
actually
that
pretty
same
good.
thing with map.
So late game is pretty good too, huh?
What? If you're doing that, if you're behind, you're already done.
You don't
No
need
matter
to go
what,
behind.
I get land
just
into my hand
filtering.
with map.
So
With-
wait. Late game.
Wait.
As long as you have 1 land less than somebody, you're filtering your deck out, right? Right? Wait.
So either way, the
Wait.
same thing happens. In late game, I'm playing Archaeos map.
I'm playing a map.
I'm playing map, a map. And that's happening no matter what.
Mhm.
And land tax can
Just 2.
easily be a dead card if you're playing a good deck. If you're playing green, I almost spilt my wine again. Holy shit.
We need to end this cast soon. And we need to get some precautions for your new computer as
What
we don't
is
want you to
going
ruin-
on?
This is probably the longest staple verses we've had. It just,
Probably is.
Yeah.
Probably is. I did not expect this. It's a good one. I don't think we're repeating ourselves other than me saying a map. I'm good. Fine. Where are you at?
I'm good. I think land tax is fantastic.
I'm
That's-
glad that you like tax on your land. You're like a Democrat, right? Like that's fine. You like being taxed. You want to be taxed. No, that was a good joke.
I would just say build a better deck.
I agree. That's why you should put map in your deck.
All right. You guys can vote for one of these cards. There's multiple places you guys can vote. You can vote on YouTube on the community tab. You can vote on Twitter. And you can vote on the Discord if you are a part of the Discord. We will announce the winners next week.